Welcome to Nashville football fans. A great look here inside of Nissan Stadium. Tonight, a good one here in the AFC. It's the Las Vegas Raiders and the Tennessee Titans. Daniel Carlson ready to get us started. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. Julius Chestnut to return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So the Titans ready for their opening drive of the game. Leading them out, the #1 pick in the 2025 NFL Draft out of Miami. It's Cam Ward.
The reason that Cam Ward went 1-1 in my estimation is he's one of those quarterbacks whose style of play just sets him apart. You just know it. He is a gunslinger. But looking for the balance of managing risks he takes or keeping those same fearless style of play right there in his pocket, that's going to be the challenge for him in his career.
No progress on first down, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Right back to Pollard. And the 2nd down run produces 7 before they bring him down. Following the run, we see he's still out there dealing with some sort of injury. They'll head out to check on him. Nickel set here from the Raiders. 3rd down. From the gun, it's Ward. Forced out to his right. He's going to run for it. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
It's a gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Titans 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Obviously, a defense wants to take away all the reads and prevent any kind of big throw for the 1st down. Fine. Well, this QB, he'll just lower his head and gash the defense with one of the biggest runs of the game.
1st and 10 here. Ward. The Titan downfield. He's got it. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
That's another Titans 1st down.
Well, that is a well-designed route right there. He really made it easy to get that pass to him. Creating space, QB receiver, deliver.
They'll run here with Tajay Spears. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards.
He was brought down by Malcolm.
You know, for pitchers, you'll hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on first. You got to mix in some high-percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
And this is looking familiar, partner. He's dropped for a loss again. It's going to be 3rd down. These last 2 snaps, they have forced this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
On 3rd and long, it's Ward. Set up the screen, it's Pollard. And they catch him just in time to prevent the first, but that got very close, didn't it? It's 4th and maybe a yard.
13 on the play.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop it.
Ward off the play fake. Connection is made. Iomanner. Touchdown, Tennessee. The Titans finish up an excellent opening series. So a very run-heavy approach to this one thus far. Hard to argue with the results as they start out with a touchdown, Brock.
Yep, even in a passing league, Kate, it's how a lot of teams like to start, right? Everybody loves to think of winning the line of scrimmage. Why? Well, it sets up play action. It makes your protections a little bit easier. Win the line of scrimmage in this league, you have to win the game.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Titans will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders, nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Dylan Lowby on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And they'll be let out by their third-year signal caller.
And even if he's still pretty early in his career, we know he is perfectly comfortable and settled into this spot as the be-all, end-all for this offense. Every time you take the field as a quarterback, you know you're gaining experience. You're getting more comfortable in the role. And as he goes forward, he tries to learn to take something away from each and every one of these moments.
They gain 11 on that play. And that's a Vegas first down.
Oftentimes, play calling's like chess. You got to have just the right move. And in this case, well, that is checkmate. That's a crossing route versus man coverage. Just the right choice, and they got a completion out of it.
First down, play action. Connects on the crosser. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Raiders are going to have a first down.
First down. A gain of 14. And the Las Vegas first down.
The first carry here for Ashton Genty. And he drives that front backward on a gain of 4.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Another give here to Genty. On the move, past the 40. Keeps on moving into the red zone. And that is a touchdown! The Raiders finish off their opening drive.
Kate, that play right there, that run is exactly why this team wanted this rookie on their roster. It is so hard to break away from the pack at the NFL level, but this rookie, he's putting on a show.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early.
Daniel Carlson.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Here's Chestnut on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So Tennessee headed out for its second drive of the game. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And that 2nd down run is only going to manage a yard.
You know, it's pretty clear just watching this unfold. They want to find a way to get this player in space where he's most dangerous. Defenders made sure they kept him contained and limited what came off on that one.
So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Third and long for him here. And down he goes. Raiders got him. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
Pretty even match in this first half, and you're just kind of waiting. Right? You just kind of try to get a feel for which defense is going to come to life. And when you get that sack, that could go a long way to infusing some energy on that side of the ball.
Punt coming now from the Titans on this 4th down. On comes Johnny Hecker. Back deep for the Raiders, Trey Tucker. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield. 2nd drive coming up for the Las Vegas offense. And the last time they had it, they ran it down the field on him. I'd expect some better resistance up front if they try that again. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Now he'll throw off the play fake. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
2nd down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Hauled in by Lockett, right side. And he's tackled for no gain.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen. Play goes nowhere.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field with that 3rd down stop.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Ward now. That's brought in by Calvin Ridley. And he hits him for a gain of 6. He's up to the 26.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Spears trying this straight ahead. And he's going to manage 3 for them on the play. Stop just a little bit shy of the marker.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
Third and a lone yard coming up. On the sneak, here's Ward. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs.
It's a gain of a yard.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the first.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Throwing now on 1st down. Ward. That one's complete to Chimere DK. And he's he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 35-yard line.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Ward, quick throw, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Complete to 0, Calvin Ridley. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and just 2 to go. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 5-yard gain on the play. That's good for a Titans first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. More from Nissan Stadium coming up after the break. We're ready to go with the second quarter, and it's Titans football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Oh, look at this. They give on the jet sweep. They're on him behind the line, and the give to the receiver doesn't work.
You see that sweep blown up before it gets to the outside, you know defensively, tremendous anticipation. But even more, better execution.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way. And that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this 3rd down a near impossibility.
Gotta figure out this 3rd down here. Shotgun snap now to Ward. And he puts him there under this one, right side. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And the Titans have a first.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
First down throw here for Ward. Hits him on the out route. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
As quarterback, when you have an out route versus man coverage, you're just hoping and just praying your offensive guy could turn the hips of that defender. And once you see that, you got to cut it loose and let it go, just as they did right there.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. Spears running behind center. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. That's good for a couple of yards. And that's good for a Tennessee first down.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They're going to stay on the ground with Spears. Danced away from one tackle, but unable to dance away from the rest of the defense. No gain on that play.
You know by now, Kate, with this time we spend together, these toss plays, the best way to defend them is to hit them before they get started. And that's exactly what the defense did.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. Has it down close. For a second, we both thought he'd get the first, but he winds up being just shy of it. Gain of 8, 3rd down.
A gain of 9.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Third down, 1 yard to go. QB sneak coming. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
That's another Titans first down. First down and goal to go.
That may not look like much, but that is a confidence builder for quarterback and offensive line in particular. When you know you can push the pile on third down on a sneak and get a first down, you may have to come back to that in a bigger moment than this one later.
Spears will not score, and it's not going to get back to the line either. I think he lost close to 3 on that play.
You know how we hear about teams and quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Backed up to the 4-yard line now. It's second and goal. Again, it's Spears. And he's going to be stopped short. They bring him down as he gets to the 3. Back-to-back runs, stopped short, and now it leaves him with a big third and goal.
Well, Kate, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively, you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Raiders closing in, and down he goes. And the defense a down away from completing this stand. It's fourth and goal.
This defense has been trying like mad to do anything to disrupt the rhythm, get the QB off his spot. It's got to be a massive relief to see their efforts paid off on that play.
The Titans will turn to their kicker, Joey Sly, here on fourth down, looking for this field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Sly's kick is up and good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give him the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Laube with the return. Good work so far. He's got room. All right, so they're going to take over at the 39. Nice effort there. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Taken down behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 at the 37-yard line.
Went the wrong way on first down, Brock. Here comes second and 12. He's dropping back to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get it up to the 44.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up third and 5.
So now here's third and 5. Back to throw now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And this defense makes the stop in a big way to bring up fourth down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know it's not that simple. It is really tough to lock down a full field for more than a second or two.
A.J. Cole on the punt. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Fair catch called for and brought in at the 11. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Carried by Spears to start the drive. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Going to throw this one. Ward. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
Yeah, this is one of the occasions, Kate, where this defense got to just keep chopping wood. Keep chopping wood. I know they're a little more careful about actually having axes in locker rooms anymore after injuries, but the mantra is the same. You can't look at the scoreboard nor worry about what your offense is doing. You got to keep punishing your opponent.
Wouldn't be a comfortable spot to punt it. Can they avoid that by converting here on 3rd? Draw it up for him. So Brock, we're down to 1 minute and 59 seconds to play now in our opening half. The Titans with the lead here at Nissan Stadium. Another punch brings Johnny Hecker back to the field. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. He'll start from the 39. And he's going to set him up with a pretty short field here, Brock, after getting a big chunk on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at the Titans' 34-yard line.
The Raiders have their offense back out there. So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. They'll throw to begin this drive. It's a screen play to Genty. And he's able to take this one down to the 25.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
Only need the smallest little bit of yardage here. It is 2nd and inches. He's going to throw this one. He gets this to Michael Mayer. And he's taken down as they very quickly get into 1st and goal. Now we get a timeout taken by the Titans. That's their first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. From the red zone now. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders get some late points and the lead. Well, good luck stopping the big fella that close to the goal line, Brock. I've always thought that the distance right there is just made for tight ends to score touchdowns.
Yeah, and it's not just the sport that you also love to cover in basketball. It's all about matchups. You get near the red zone and into the end zone, matchups become critical. And when you got a dude like this that's a mismatch maker, you feed him.
Carlson now to add one more. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead.
Raiders 14. Titans 10. Daniel
Carlson all set now for the kickoff. Here's Chestnut on the return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. The offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. First and 10 here. Ward. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Well, what a stretch to begin the game, Brock. That finally his first incompletion. He had been perfect across so many looks before that.
Hard. It's just hard to be perfect with that kind of precision. That was rhythms, truly rhythm personified.
Yeah, it makes you marvel at the NFL record, doesn't it? Got slid this great note from our stats savant, Daniel Kitchen. Phillip Rivers owns that record, Brock. 25 straight completions to begin a game.
Just not much to do right there, whether he wanted to run it or throw it. Even if he scraped a positive gain out of it, that's still a win for this defense.
Raiders with an extra DB out there. Third down. Throw here. Third down. Into a crowd, and the defender comes up with it. Jeremy Chin has got it. And the Raiders get the football on the first turnover of the contest. All right, defense did its job. Forced the offense into a third and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Rolling from the gun here. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And they take him down right along the 30. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Second and 3 now. He's going to throw it. Brought in by his back here. It's Genty. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. A timeout taken by Vegas. That's its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Raiders.
Offense is set. First and 10. Throwing from the gun. He tucks it and takes off. And he's going to slide down here. Picked up close to 5 before the slide. It's going to be second down.
That is quarterback play 101. Maybe not the first chapter of it, but man, is that important. Getting downfield, get what you can with your legs, then most importantly, protect yourself. Get down and don't take any extra contact.
Now, just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense, and they can try for some points going into the break. Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal from the left hash, 34 yards away. Carlson's kick is good. And add 3 to their lead as it extends to 7.
And with that one, you're going to see some salty, foul moods in that locker room. You hate all turnovers, but that one led to 3 points, and you hate those even more.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. So it's a touchback on the kickoff, and we're going to get one final snap here in the half.
At their own 35-yard line.
The final throw before the break. He lofts it deep right side. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. To return, here's Raheem Mostert. The Vegas offense ready to start this third quarter. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
Pass play on 1st and 10. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Try getting that one to Brock Bowers. So second down coming up. Working across the middle, Brock. It is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and you couldn't do it.
And they're going to have this up at the 44-yard line as they haul him down. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Working on 1st down. He keeps it and takes off. And he's going to have this down at the 42-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
I'll toss it. Genty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line.
You can keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bag when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. They're going to try and throw it here. And again, an interception is dropped. Looked a whole lot like the last play, didn't it, partner? And again, the turnover escapes him. It's going to be 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
3rd and long for him here. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he brings it in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders grow the lead coming out of halftime.
Touchdown, Las Vegas.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Raiders double their lead to 14.
Titans 10.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
For Las Vegas.
Here's Chimere DK on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25. We'll get another look at this Tennessee offense. Their work really cut out for him now, partner, to follow up that touchdown and get things back to a one-score game. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
It's now
You call that jet
6
sweep, you're looking
at the
for a little bit
28-yard
more
line.
than that. But at least it keeps them on schedule and didn't go backwards.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Running it with Spears. Oh, he put him in the spin cycle. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Titans have a first.
First down.
Offense there, Kate, went heavy with that 13 personnel. 1 back, 3 tight ends, and those 3 added blockers, just the element they needed to spring that run.
Going to the ground again on first. And the big gain followed by a little bit of a loss here. Defense getting the better of him on that run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Running back sent in motion. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Air it out on 3rd. He's going to loft one deep to the left. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Here comes the Titans punting unit. And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this 3rd quarter. First down, play action. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. Looking for Tyler Lockett on that play. And now it's 2nd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Genty from the gun. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. That one's out and cut on the right side. And he's going to be out of bounds, I think, a yard or 2 short of the 20 here.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. Fair catch made here at the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Titans on offense. And there is room for improvement from that previous drive. Stalled out, necessitated a call to that punt team.
Yeah, and in these situations, I always love reminding the offense that first down. Just move the chains the first time to get yourself in rhythm, because you don't want to see that punter anytime soon.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it stops.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 33-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. From the gun, it's Ward. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Here he is on 3rd and short. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Punt team on the field. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Genty. Powering his way forward a bit, give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure a nice little run to set the table.
2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Back to Genty. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down. He gets 6 on that play, and the Raiders are going to have a 1st down.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's going deep this time. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
You know what that route is called, right, Kate? OTB, over the ball. And those are the ones you've got to hit. You've got to be able to play offense from the inside out. Got to find a completion right there.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
They'll throw 3rd and long. Trying to lob that one in, but no luck.
Kate, as a quarterback, that is so rough. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. You're going to go to the sidelines, you're going to look at that tablet, and you're going to try to figure out how in the heck do we turn this around.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team, and he's been getting all of it every time out. And the fair catch secured here at the 16. Out come the Titans for another offensive possession. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Titans to the line now. 1st and 10. A give to Spears, running right. He starts out this drive with a nice gain of 8. 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
1st down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Design bootleg here. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
On 1st down, Spears. He's held it just a couple of yards on that carry, and that brings up 2nd down.
J.J. Pachees on the stop. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 34-yard line.
Shotgun snap now to Ward. And They get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. It's the 5th time they've gotten their first sack in this one, Brock. And they're going to try for number 6 on 3rd down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
This is a tough spot to be in. It's 3rd and very long. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 4th and long.
Timing is everything in life, and timing is everything defensively. That throw was just a little bit late and gave the defense time to close, deliver a pop, and knock that ball loose.
Calls fair catch and has it inside the 40-yard line. Out comes Las Vegas on offense. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Short pass brought in. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
And the Las Vegas 1st down. A gain of 13 yards. And the Raider 1st down.
And off to Genty. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's the Raiders up by multiple touchdowns, and they've got the football. Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Looking to throw here. They go to Genty on the dump off. Decent gain here, but short of the 1st.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. It's complete. This is Bowers. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
First give of the game here to Raheem Mostert. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Raheem Mostert the touchdown. Well, he found himself some space to work, and from there, all athleticism as he made his way in for 6.
You know, you run the ball down in the red zone, Kate, you're not always thinking touchdowns, right? Space is so hard to come by. But you're exactly right. His athleticism, his explosion, his speed, it puts 6 on the board for the offense.
Carlson now to add one more.
The point after.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Raiders stretch their lead to 21.
31. Titans 10.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
For the Raiders.
Now on the return, here's DK. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Titans ready to take over on offense. And this certainly isn't the rut they want to be in, Brock. All of their drives have been ending in punts as of late. Throwing now on first down. Ward finds him over the middle. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. It was the rookie from USC who got there for that tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Second down now, they need 7. Out of the shotgun, it's Ward. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Chimere DK, the one he was looking for. And that takes them to 3rd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
What's going to throw here on 3rd? It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock. It does force a 4th down. Nearly got that football in plus territory with the pick, Brock, but the drop does give the offense an opportunity to now punt this away.
Yeah, either way, you should be getting the ball as a result of that play. It's just, well, now it's going to be a little bit tougher. He's got to string a longer drive together, nearly an opportunity to set the offense up for success.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. Even though they've got a 3-score lead, still a lot of time left, so they're going to try to grow it even further. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Shotgun give here to Genty. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
Genty, the ball carrier. He was brought down at the 26. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Design quarterback run here. And 2nd down only works out for a yard.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Now looking to throw. Completed to his running back. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And the Raider 1st down.
You know, these running backs today, they are so versatile. It doesn't matter if they're running it, or in this case, same principle applies on routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, Brock, this substantial deficit sure hasn't honed the edge that this defense is playing with, huh? If anything, feels like they might be getting more aggressive, looking to make some sort of impact play.
And that's because turnovers are really the name of the game for this defense at this point, Kate. That aggressiveness still super welcome, no question. But they know it's not just incompletions, it's taking the ball away that's next.
And it's 3rd down.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. Pass play coming here. He's got it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line.
Textbook hitch route. He's hit him in the short field and deliver it once that defense turns their attention elsewhere. Kate, this is a low-ceiling play, but a reliable source of yardage.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal. Angling this one in from the right hash, the challenge here. Carlson's kick is good. And the advantage now sits at 24.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
Las Vegas.
Now on the return, here's DK. He stopped on the run back at the 27. So the Tennessee offense headed out for another series. The turnover on downs only led to 3. Obviously better than a touchdown, but enough to rattle them a bit as they return to the field. Tennessee to the line, 1st and 10. Ward now. In big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, they got it back. They can try and salvage something. And they don't get much after recovering the fumble, so a near turnover ends in a loss of yards. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make him bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Here's Ward. To the middle, that's snared by Iowinner. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
10 more yards. Complete to Alec Iowinner. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Raiders' 49-yard line.
All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's 2nd and inches. Spears on the give, headed right. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. On the sneak, here's Ward. And he's going to be touched down as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down.
It's about the simplest play in the playbook, and they execute it like it was drawn up. That push gets them the 1st down.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. Drawing up the design keeper. They'll get 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Tennessee 1st down.
That's pretty good right there now. You don't always expect a sizable gain when you run it on 1st down. You just want some yards to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
That's the 2-minute warning here in Nashville. Titans trying to make it look a little nicer on that scoreboard. New set of downs for them from the 31. Spears trying this straight ahead. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Man in motion, headed right. Running with Spears on 2nd down. And they find them after just a yard, and it's third down.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 9.
Air it out on 3rd. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back them up ahead of 4th down.
All right, I'm to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long, and on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
They've got to go for it in this spot, Brock. This is 4th down. Desperation time here. No good. The pass goes incomplete, and that lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Giving this to Genty. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
So it's a road win for the Raiders in this one. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the second half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier for everyone else to operate in the closing stages of the game. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders winners as we say goodbye from Nashville.